Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our live stream. Hopefully, all are doing well. We do have a Cloudflare outage today, which is basically what a lot of stuff on the internet runs through. So, what that means for us is that ChatGPT is actually down for right now. So, we won't be able to use our VattleBox system today. So, we're actually just going to have to do our own charting and kind of run through our own TA, set up the charts. We could essentially set them up like normal. We just won't have any of the help from the VattleBox or any of the TA from the VattleBox. So we'll just be doing a little bit of TA today. Stream might be a little bit shorter because of that, but yeah, we are down today just because of the Cloudflare. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things are actually running on that Cloudflare. So there's a couple of different websites and things that are not working currently. Hopefully they'll get it back up for tomorrow for the other stream tomorrow. But um, yes, there are quite a few little bit of problems here. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, hopefully they will be fixed tomorrow. But we'll see. Luckily, the streaming, I guess, is up. X, I believe, is down for right now. Oh, it looks like X might be back up, actually. Um, but I think X at least runs some of its stuff off of that, so possibility it will be down as well. Yeah. Maybe I'll check GPT as we go, and we'll kind of see if maybe it comes back. But as of right now, we are uh, blocked because of Cloudflare. All right, yeah, let's just jump into it. I guess we'll just um, be a little bit different, but we'll get into it. Um, so I guess we could start with just the basic setup. So we'll kind of go and check out our uh, website here. We'll see if what's it called? Cryptograph.com is working today. See if we can get uh, that going. So go to cryptograph.com here. And it does run off Cloudflare, so we don't know what the news is for today. It's too bad. Um, so yeah, we're kind of running blind today. Hamster Combat game is down. That's funny. Yeah, that was a big thing for a while. Haven't played that in a long time. Um, it's funny though that they run off Cloudflare too. There's a lot of stuff I guess that runs off Cloudflare. Um, got your daily done. Nice. Yeah, that's good. I don't know how long they're gonna be down. I mean, hopefully they come back up sooner rather than later because we'd like to. I mean, I don't know. It'd be nice to actually be able to use the GPT and stuff, but could be hours, I guess. I don't know exactly what went wrong with them. I didn't really like read up on it or anything, so it could be a couple different issues. Uh, but yeah, I guess so. We can't get the news. So let's check one of our battle box checklists, right? We don't need to take screenshots today because we don't need to send anything into the battle box. But we will go ahead and set up our FRVP levels here. Yeah, BTC dropped and took the internet. Yeah, all the way down at 91,000. Pretty crazy. Especially because a lot of people weren't even thinking we were going to get below at that 100,000 level like just a couple days ago. And now we're all the way down at 91. Crazy couple days. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our FRP set up. So we'll go to that 1 hour. Same thing we do every day. We'll go over here to our left hand side where our tools are. Go to the cross, go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Click the long position over, and then we'll go to that fixed range volume profile. And today we're just going to go 6 to 6, just normal. So yesterday we had would have been Monday, and we're going to 6 o'clock on Monday to 6 o'clock today. And these are our purple levels, so I already have these on here. Purples are our 24-hour ones. So whenever we're doing the battle box, we'll input them as 24-hour ones. But obviously for right now, that doesn't matter. It's just helpful to know these are 24 hours and these ones up here are mornings. But it shouldn't matter that much today. Okay, so we got our 3 different levels on there, and that's what we gotta really do for those. Volume area high goes on the red, POC goes on yellow, and then volume area low goes on blue. And these are resistances here, or supports. So basically what that means is chart, when you see the chart hit them, they typically either you see a rebound from it. So like here, we have a resistance here at the volume area low. Resistance is any support line basically that's above price action, and then the opposite is anything below price action is support. So any kind of blanking on what they're called, but any kind of like resistance or support line. Basically, if it's above price action, it's resistance. Below price action, it's support. But yeah, you could see right here, we broke up, hit this resistance, and then you saw a little bit of a rejection here. We'll see if we get a full-on rejection, but I don't know. We'll do that during TA. I was just pointing out we saw some resistance there. You can even see it here. We came down, hit it, bounced off a little bit, and then ended up actually coming down, breaking through it. So it just shows that there's some strength there on that line. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get our other lines on here. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to open up my FRBPs and hide them. And feel free to ask any question if I'm moving too fast today, or any day, but especially today because this isn't what we normally do. So I'm just kind of just going to go through kind of how I would set up the chart without the battle box. I'm going to go ahead and move my back end all the way to 2 o'clock this morning now. So 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And then I'm going to go move my lines down. So volume area high is red, POC is yellow, and blue is your volume area low, or VAL. And we'll make sure those are kind of close. Go. All right, that was pretty easy. So that's all of our lines here set up. And we can go ahead and check and see how our 30-minute looks. As for just how it looks on the 7:30 candle. So 7:30 candle, it's right here. We got a low. And I'm just going to mark these. So we got a low here. That's our low and our high for the 30-minute. Yeah, pretty. Tell us too much. All right, we'll head to that 4-hour now, and we'll just kind of go back down through the time frames, doing a little TA, talking about what the chart's kind of looking like. I'm missing my MACD right now. He's gone. It's weird. That's my other indicator. So I don't know. It's not that it's so messed up today. Hopefully I didn't accidentally delete it last time I used TradingView, but here, let me see if I can get it back. That was not as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. Put it right there. Alright, now we got our MACD back, so that was a little adventure there. I don't know why it was gone. Maybe I accidentally deleted it yesterday. I don't know, that's just kind of weird. We'll actually do this. Make our chart a little bit bigger. All right. So for TAYs, we had our rejection here of 200 a while ago, broke down on the 4 hour. We broke our 21 here again. I kind of broke it here, I guess, and then came down. Started to get above it, broke it, really broke it here, retested, and then broke down even farther. And we've kind of stayed below it since, just coming up, retesting it every once in a while. And now we are still below it. We're kind of just came out of a pattern. We actually came out of a reversal pattern almost. So here you can see we have a continuation of the downwards trend, but it kind of formed a pattern, which typically is something you see when chart's about to reverse. So you see price action kind of bounce around in here like this, and then you'd see a reversal. But we got that breakout to the downside this time. So typically when you see that, we actually do end up continuing to the downside quite fast, quite hard. And we did get a pretty decent move on these first two candles, but then the move kind of died off. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's a fake out breakout, you know, it's going to fake out this way, and then we're going to break out to the upside. We'll see how we play out. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. As for indicators, the MACD, seeing that loss of momentum here on these last two candles, which is kind of what we were just talking about. So that breakdown, and then these last little bounce here, kind of weird. These wicks kind of tell you as well that we're seeing the bulls trying to hold this line here, line in the sand almost at 90,000. Yeah, 90,000, 90,500 area. Well, this interesting. RSI is also almost bottomed out, or is bottomed out. We're in that oversold range, so we are looking for a curl to the upside. Possible flip of momentum here. Maybe that is that fake out breakout that we were talking about. And then you can see as well, stoches are the same thing, ready to break to the upside. As we always say, though, stoches, you know, on the longer time frames, they're not as important. So it's not something that I would be super, I don't know, like I wouldn't be super worried about where the stoches are at. Honestly, on the 4 hour, I'm not super worried about where the stoches are at on the 4 hour. So they're there, yeah, but it's nice they line up with the rest of the price action, but they're not anything that I would be, yeah, like banking anything on or anything like that. Heading to that 1 hour, kind of a similar story here. We did, well, never mind. There's a pattern that we like to look at typically. I forget what we call it now, but basically you have a breakdown here. You bounce like this and look like you're going to reverse, and then you actually make a lower low and bounce back up, and then you make a higher low and then actually make an up. And this actually makes a head and shoulders, but the pattern that we always look for is this one right here. And whenever you see this pattern here, typically that's when you see that retrace to the golden pocket. A golden pocket is a fib retracement line. So how do we draw it? I think it was like this. Yeah, it's like this. So you draw your fib lines. So you start down here, and the fib lines are this. So 1, 2, 2 down from the crosshair. Click over and go to Fibonacci, and then it should say fib retracement. You go from the low, the bottom low to the high that it just made, and then the golden pocket is basically 618 to 786 range. So on mine, it's this green and purple line right here. So if we see that retrace right here, then you technically would buy and take it up. The one thing though with this pattern that you have to see, and that really makes its pattern, is that you need to see that RSI divergence, and we actually don't have that right now. So typically whenever you see price action do this, like on my red line here, you'll see the RSI here is actually going to do the opposite. So RSI, we'll see right here, we'll see a massive spike down, and then as we continue, we'll see another spike down, but not quite as hard. So you have a downtrend in price action and an uptrend in the RSI. Obviously, yeah, we don't have that here. We actually, price action and RSI actually follow each other, so it's simply just a downtrend. But for a second, I was thinking, yeah, that's the pattern there, but it's definitely not. So that is something to look for, though. So if you're looking for a possible reversal, that is a nice pattern to look for. I believe we have a video covering that on our channel. If we did, it'd be in the strategies section, so check those out if you're interested in maybe learning a little bit more about that pattern. But it is a cool pattern we look for. Yeah, it's on there. This is definitely not it, though. So right now we just had basically a higher low here, and then a lower low, and higher or a lower high. So honestly, still in downtrend. We're still in this downtrending pattern, so it's not something, there's nothing really to get excited about pattern wise. We're not in any sort of cool pattern. We did break above our 21 here on the 1 hour, and we're still kind of testing it, so we got to see if we can hold it, close above it, and continue to close above it, and maybe we'll get that flip. 21 and these other MAs are actually resistances or support as well. So they're just moving. So basically, like, it does math every time a new candle forms. It adds a little part onto each line, and it bases it off the average of whatever amount of candles they are. It depends on the line. So like 21 is based off 21, the average of 21 candles back, plus the new one, obviously. So yeah, it's just basically those are support and resistance lines, and we can kind of see if they flip here, then we'll be looking for flip, and that's, yeah, you break above that resistance, go up from there. But right now, yeah, it's not anything promising. It still hasn't really confirmed either way. There are some nice candles here. We had crazy little Darth Maul candle here, which typically means reversal, like, or yeah, reversal, which we were in an uptrend, so reversal, downtrend. But we also got this candle here, which is a big bullish candle, because you can see the wick down here, and then the buyers came in and bought all the way back up to that resistance, and now we're kind of retesting that 21. So we'll kind of see where we go from here. Candle wise, it's looking pretty bullish, a lot of wicks on the downside, but overall can't really tell much from that. There's not a lot to go on. Let's see, MACD, we're seeing a little bit of a up move here, so I typically get about 8 candles in each MACD flip, and we've got about 6 here, so we got 2 more candles or so to go. If it respects that, that's obviously kind of a loose rule. I mean, look, you just go back and look a little bit, it's not always correct. Like here we got 2 as we flipped, and then we got 4, well, 4, and then lost momentum, got it back, and continued to 8. But you know, like, it doesn't always work out, so just something to be mindful of, I guess. RSI wise, we are coming down, and actually we did break above our slower moving average, which is the yellow here, and you're seeing that faster moving average come back and looking like it's going to retest there. So maybe that will take us up. We are on the lower side of the sells, or on the overbought range, so it's telling us that it would like to go up, but we'll see on that one. So stoaches wise, we actually are looking for the downside, but again, 1 hour, not too worried about the stoaches, honestly. We're going to head on to the 15 here now. So for the 15, we actually are seeing a little bit of a pattern forming here. You got a little bit of a sideways price action here after the bullish move up. We still haven't actually flipped the trend, I guess is what you'd say. So we had the trend going down, right? and we haven't come up and broke above this trend. So it's still a downtrend. As of the complete downtrend, I guess we did break it here because technically that would be kind of the downtrend line. You can see we hit it once, hit it twice, hit it 3 times here. So we did get that break above that. And now I guess we're just kind of building some momentum to get a break above here, and setting that higher high here will kind of set us up for a up move. It'll kind of break that downtrend and let us continue up. As for okay, so here's this pattern, that pattern that I was talking about. It's actually here on the 15-minute here. So we got a downtrend here in price action, and right here you got a uptrend in the RSI. So this means that that pattern's kind of forming out. I want to say we called it. No, we didn't. I don't remember what we called it. Maybe like a shark fin or something. I don't remember. That might have been somebody else's name for it, though. We had a special name. I don't remember what it was. But basically, yeah, we got that breakdown, higher low, and then came down, made a lower low. And in those two, you see price action on the RSI made a lower low and then a higher low. So kind of flipped the price here on those, which means there's some divergence. And typically that means this is going to do a little retrace down to that golden pocket range before we see a break of the fin here. Normally what we say is that you do want to see price at least come up to this, well, I mean, you could call it the neckline because that's kind of what we're looking for it to build, is that head and shoulders. So the neckline per se is kind of where we're looking for price action to come up and at least tap, if not break through, and kind of get a little bit of a close above. So there is a possibility here this sideways price action will kind of get us above there, and then we'll see that price curl over and come down and get us in that golden pocket to take us up, just based off the 15-minute at least. Heading into the MACD, there's not a lot going on here. You got price showing a lot of weakness. Looks like we are going to go bearish. Now we're kind of just flattening out more or less. So confirmation, I guess we're just going sideways. Nothing crazy. RSI is more in that overbought range. So there's more likelihood that we will get that curl over and go down. Stoaches are looking to the upside though, so like I said, we could get that break up here. Price RSI gets up into that upper range. We get above our neckline here, and then we see that breakdown, and that's where RSI kind of resets, Stoaches reset, and then as we get into that golden pocket, we'll have a nice fire up, back up. Heading on to the 5. So for the 5-minute here, we are actually getting that break right now of our top end zone of the volume area high. Typically 2 closes and then retest, and that's where we take the trade up. So we could get a little trade up here, you know, up to the neckline at least. That'd be a pretty decent little trade. Nothing insane, but just a nice little trade, especially for today. Something like that. 1.5 or at least a 1-to-1. Not terrible, but a decent trade there. We just gotta wait for those 2 closes and then that retest on the 5-minute, 2 15-minute closes, that is, and then a retest on the 5-minute. But like I said, we look to be setting up for a larger up run, if we do set up there, or at least setting up for a kind of even for more, I guess, more of a down run, if you're looking at the longer time frames. I don't know, it's kind of interesting price action here. So We do have the 200 under us right now on the 5-minute, which is good. We got or above our 21 as well, so bullish on the 5-minute. That's also something we should check out. So 15-minute, we are actually technically more bearish than bullish as well here because we are below 200 above the 21. So really in that neutral zone, but kind of more leaning more bearish. Same thing for 1 hour, and I believe the 4 hour is the same. 4 hour we are actually below both, so that's more bearish there on the 4 hour. Just in general terms, that's kind of something you kind of just look at the market and just kind of know, oh, this is bullish or this is bearish. That's the 21 200. Those are really easy to kind of tell that with. MACD wise, we got the flip here, so we're looking for some upside. You can see price was kind of sideways for a while and it kind of showed on the MACD as well. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of a nice break to the upside. RSI is at about middle. It's kind of curled to the upside, but not super harshly yet. So some up run here is possible, especially with the RSI. The way it's sitting right now, it could go either way, honestly. But just based off the other stuff, we are looking for a little bit of an up run here on the 5-minute, as well as the Stoaches to have a little bit more of an up run here. Not a lot though, honestly. That's kind of something to be mindful of, I guess. There is some room on the 15-minute for the Stoaches though, so if we do start get that up run here, we'll just continue it and on the 15-minute, honestly, before we get to break down the 5 minutes. Will most likely just kind of sit here sideways. Yeah, that's kind of it for today. We're kind of just sitting back, chilling. Just get your FRBP levels on there. You should be able to trade mostly with those. We're looking for that break of the volume area high. Really, I guess just normal volume area high break or the volume area low break. Right now, we're looking more like we're going to break that volume area high. But like I said, we get up here in this 92,000, 92,500 range. That's kind of where we're looking for our price action to at least see some kind of resistance, if not just get a rejection right there. Like come up and possibly sit here for a minute and then get a little rejection there. Back down into our golden pocket. We're sitting around here. Let's see, where is the 15-minute we're looking at that we were talking about. If we get that break all the way up there, we'll run it right here off of our neckline. If we get all the way up to our neckline, if we get past it, we'll have to kind of move our fibs up with it. So like say if we hit the top of our thing, it'd be right there. But just for generalized, we'll have more than likely get a pullback at least to 90,500, or down all the way to 90,000. So like I said, the kind of resistance that I was talking about earlier today kind of lines up exactly with our golden pocket right there. But we'll come down and retest our area here in our golden pocket and then fire out. That's kind of the range that we'd be looking for. The way that you can kind of, the way that we are kind of taught, I guess, to think of this pattern is like, you're seeing the pattern form and then it dips down and kind of gives you like a discount. So the deeper you go, the more of the discount you get. So at 0.5, you're getting a decent discount, and then you get an even better discount at 0.618, and then even better at 0.786. But the things with the discount is the larger the discount, the less time it's going to be there, so the harder it will be to kind of grab. So you might see 0.5 for a long time because it's kind of just trailing there, and then it comes down and hits the 7.618, and then we might even just see a spike down, barely tap that 0.786, and if you're ready for it, then you jump in. But if not, it just kind of jumps back up and it kind of takes off from there. It really just depends on how price action plays out, but that's kind of how we're taught. Yeah, just like kind of watch. Don't be too greedy trying to get that like huge discount idea. It's better just to get some discount rather than not get any. So that's kind of how we were taught. Yeah, that's what we should be looking for. Just jump in somewhere in there is the idea. Again, not financial advice by any means. Should always do your own research and talk to financial professional before before making any kind of financial decisions. But that's kind of what we're looking at for today. We're looking for that breakup. See if we get that breakup above here. If not, we're going to reject, and we'll be looking for something here in that golden pocket range to take it to the upside. But yeah, that's really it for this stream. Not too much going on. We won't have any levels posting on X today, just due to ChatGPT being down for the day. Typically, if you don't know, typically we do use ChatGPT for most of our, not for our TA, but to kind of help us with TA. We set up a battle box. What we call the battle box is just a GPT that helps you to kind of learn how to trade and how to set up the levels. And it's free. It's in our description if you're interested in checking it out. Right now, it's not online, obviously, because of Cloudflare, but check it out sometime. Other than that, yeah, just please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us to get our channel out to more people. Helps people to see what we're doing. Helps us to get our TA out, and for hopefully for people to be able to trade and learn how to become just traders essentially. So yeah. Other than that, happy trading. Check out our video at 10. We have it coming out. And we will catch y'all tomorrow for our live stream. Hopefully our battle box will be back up and running, and we will be able to check out that. But yeah, hopefully, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.